students, today we are starting the question number 11 of exercise 2.2. So what is the question here? Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135 years. What is the age of each of them? So in this way we have to find the Baichung age, also Baichung's father age, and also the age of his grandfather. So first of all, the condition is given. Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather, and also the second condition is and 29 years older than the Baichung. So first of all, we here consider the age of Baichung's father is X. So we starting. So let the age of Baichung's father be X. Therefore, what is the condition? So the father is 26 years younger than the Baichung grandfather. Therefore, the age of Baichung's grandfather is equal to, here Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather. So if we add 26 years, in the Baichung's father age, we will get the Baichung's grandfather age. So the age of Baichung's grandfather is nothing but X plus 26 years. Now the second condition is the Baichung's father is 29 years older than Baichung. So we can write here, and the age of Baichung is equal to, here if we subtract 29 years, from the age of Baichung's father, then we will get the age of Baichung. So therefore, the age of Baichung is nothing but X minus 29. Now, what is the condition? We write here according to condition. Here condition is given. The sum of the ages of all means the age of fathers, age of grandfather, and age of Baichung's is 135. 135 means if we add these three ages, what are they? First is X plus, here this is the age of Baichung's father, after that plus age of Baichung's grandfather, and finally we add the age of Baichung's, which is nothing but X minus 26. So we will get 135. This is equal to 135. Now we add the variable first. X plus X is nothing but 3X, and after that here X minus 29 is here. The age of Baichung is nothing but X minus 29. Now 26 minus 29, the difference between 29 and 26 is nothing but 3 and bigger number sign which is nothing but minus 3. So is equal to 135. Here when we transpose this minus 3 to RHS, it become plus. So we will get 3x is equal to 135 plus 3. 3x is equal to 138. Now this 3 is multiplying. So when we transpose multiplication, it become divide. So we will get x is equal to 138 upon 3. Now this is the simple calculation. 3 1s are 3 and 3 4s are 12. 1 is remaining. It become 18 and 3 6s are 18. So finally we get the value of x is nothing but 46. So now the age of, you can write here, age of Baichung's father is equal to x and the value of x is nothing but 46 years. Now come to the next, means age of Baichung's grandfather is equal to, here x plus 26, which is equal to, here x is nothing but 46 plus 26, which is equal to, here which is equal to 6 plus 6 12, 1 is carry, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 4 7, so 72 years. And finally age of Baichung is equal to, here x minus 29. So x minus 29, which is equal to, put the value of x, which is nothing but 46 minus 29, which is equal to, here 16 minus 9 is 7 and here it becomes 3. 3 minus 2 is 1, means 17 years. In this way we are finding the value of the ages of the Baichung's father, Baichung's grandfather and the age of Baichung. So in this way we completed the question number 11. So now please note it. So now we start the question number 12. So in question number 12, first of all we read it. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is Ravi's present age? So what is the solution of 12? First of all, we consider the present age of Ravi. Present age of Ravi be x. So we write here, let the present age of Ravi be x. So here the condition 15 years from now. 15 years from now means after 15 years. So here we write after, therefore after 15 years age of Ravi will be x plus 15. So now according to condition, what is the condition? So here the condition is that 15 years from now is 15 years from now. x plus 15. Ravi's age will be 4 times. 4 times his present age. So what is the present age? Present age is nothing but x. And 4 times of present age means 4 times of x is nothing but 4x. 4x. So here x plus 15 is equal to 4x, and it is very simple. First of all, we transpose this 4x to the LHS, we get x minus 4x is equal to, and we transpose this plus 15 to the RHS, it become minus 15. Here x minus 4x minus 3x is equal to minus 15. When we transpose this minus 3 to the RHS, it become, so here minus 3 is multiplying. When we transpose this multiplication, it become divide. So we will get the value of x is equal to minus 15 upon minus 3. Here this 3 and 3 get cancel, and 3 5 is 15. Here we get the value of x is nothing but 5. So we can write here the present age of Ravi is, or you can say that is equal to 5 years. So in this way we completed question number 12. Now come to the question number 13. Here a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 upon 2 and here and 2 upon 3, and here question is and is add, here add is needed. So a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 upon 2 and add 2 upon 3 to the product, you get minus 7 upon 12. What is the number? So first of all, you consider the rational number is x. So the solution of 13 is, let the rational number be x. So we consider the rational number be x. So according to condition, what is the condition? Here when you multiply it by 5 upon 2, what is the number? Number is x. And when we multiply it by 5 upon 2, here 5 upon 2, and add 2 upon 3 to the product. This is the product, and we add 2 upon 3 to the product, you get minus 7 upon 12, means we get is equal to minus 7 upon 12. So now it is very simple. Here we get 5 upon 2x plus 2 upon 3 is equal to minus 7 upon 12. First of all, minus here 5 upon 2x as it is, and when we transpose this 2 upon 3 to the RHS, it become minus 2 upon 3. Now we know that the LCM of 3 and 12 is 12. So minus 7 upon 12 minus, here we multiply the 3 by 4. So we get the number which is equal to the LHS and which is 12. So if we multiply the denominator by 4, then numerator by also 4. So here minus 7, here common denominator means common LCM, here is nothing but 12, and minus 7, here minus as it is 2 4s are 8. Now here 5 upon 2x as it is, minus 7 minus 8 is nothing but minus 15 upon 12, and here when 5 upon 2 is transposed, here x, here 5 upon 2 is multiplying to the x. When 5 upon 2 is transposed to the RHS, it becomes divided. So here, this is the simple step. We know that in previous class we already learned that if minus 15 upon 12, here minus 15 upon 12 is also here, and divided by 5 upon 2, it is nothing but minus 15 upon 12 into the reciprocal of 5 upon 2 is 2 upon 5. So we can directly multiply it by 2 upon 5. So this is the basic which we already studied in previous class. So here we cancel it. 5 ones are 5 and 5 threes are 15. 2 ones are 2 and 2 6 are 12. After that we get x is equal to minus 3 upon 6. Now it can be further divided. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6, and we will get the value of x is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So we can write here the required rational number is minus 1 upon 2. In this way, we completed the question number 30. Now come to the question number 14. So, Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with the Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? So here ratio is given. So we consider the number of notes in the form of ratio. So here we consider it. We can write here, let the number of notes of rupees of here let the number of rupees 100, first is rupees 100, after that rupees 50 and rupees 10 notes are or notes be. Here the ratio is 3, so 2x, first is 2, so we consider it 2x, after that 3, so we consider it 3x, and last one is 5, so we consider 5x respectively. Now, what happened? First of all, what is the value? Because here the total amount is given. Total value of these all the notes is given, which is nothing but rupees 4 lakh. So first of all, we calculate the value of each notes. So here, therefore, value of rupees 100 notes is equal to, here we consider the number of notes is 2x, number of 100 rupees note is 2x into 100. So we get the value 100 into 2, 200x. Similarly, value of rupees 50 notes is equal to, here 50 notes is 3x, we consider it is 3x into 50, 53 is 150x. And finally, the value of rupees 10 notes is equal to 5x. We consider the number of 10 rupees note is 5x into 10. 10 5 is 50x. Now according to condition, what is the condition? The total amount here, the total cash with Lakshmi is 4 lakh. So we know that when we total cash is nothing but the value of 100 rupees notes, value of 50 rupees notes and value of 10 rupees notes. Means when we add these three values of the notes, then we get the final total cash with the Lakshmi. So according to condition, 200x plus 150x plus 50x is equal to 4 lakh. So if we add this 200 plus 150, 350, 350 plus 50, 400x is equal to 4 lakh. Now this 400 is multiplied, and when it is transposed to the RHS, it become divide. Here 0 0 0 0 get cancel. We know that 4 ones are 4, and we get the value of x is 1000. X is equal to 1000. But here the question is, how many notes of each denomination does she have? So therefore, number of rupees 100 notes is equal to how much? 2x. 2x, which is equal to 2 into 1000, is equal to 2000. After that, number of rupees 50 notes is equal to 3x. Put the value of x is 1000, which is nothing but 3000. And finally, and number of rupees 10 notes is equal to 5x, which is equal to 5 into 1000, means 5000. Now turn to the question number 15. So question number 15 is, I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denomination rupee 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5. The total number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. The total number of coins is 160. How many coins of each denomination are with me? So first of all, we consider here, let the number of rupees 5 coins be x. Therefore, what is the condition? Condition is there. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times. This is the 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. Therefore, we can say that the number of rupees 2 coins is equal to 3 times of x is nothing but 3x. Now here the total number of coins is 160. So we can write here total number of coins is equal to 160. Therefore, the number of rupees 1 coins is equal to, look here, the total number of coins is 160. Here, if we subtract the number of rupees 5 coins and number of rupees 2 coins from total number of coins, which is nothing but 160, then we will get the number of rupee 1 coin. So in simple way we write here 160, which is nothing but total number of coins minus these 2 coins. Number of coins means x plus 3x, which is nothing but 160 minus 4x. Now according to condition, here first of all we know that the total of rupees 300 means value is given here. Look here, the value total value of total amount is given. So we can write here the value of, first of all we find value of rupees 5 coins is equal to, so it is nothing but the number of rupees 5 coins means x into 5, which is equal to 5x. Similarly, value of rupees 2 coins is equal to, this is nothing but 3x into 2, 3 2s are 6 and x as it is. And finally, value of rupee 1 coins is equal to, here 1 into, or you can say that 160 minus 4x into 1 means nothing but 160 minus, you can say that into 1, which is equal to 160 minus 4x. Now the total amount is 300. So 300 is nothing but, if we add the value of rupees 5 coins, the value of rupees 2 coins and value of rupees 1 coins, we get the total amount, which is nothing but rupees 300. So we can write here according to condition. Here 5x plus 6x plus 160 minus 4x is equal to 300. Now 5x plus 6x, 11x minus 4x, 7x is equal to 300 as it is. When 160 transpose, it become minus 160 and we get 7x is equal to 300 minus 160 is nothing but 140. Now 7 is multiplying, when transpose it become divide. Now this is 7 1s are 7 and 7 2s are 14. 0 as it is. We gave the value of x is 20. Now we have to find how many coins of each denomination are. So we can write here number of rupees 5 coins is equal to x, which is nothing but 20. Number of rupees 2 coins is equal to 3x, which is equal to 3 into 20, 60, 3 2s are 6 and 0 as it is. And finally, number of rupee 1 coins is equal to 160 minus 4 into 4x. 4x means 4 into x is 20. 160 minus 4 2s are 8 and 0 as it is. We get the value 80. So here number of rupees 5 coins is 20, number of rupees 2 coins is 60 and number of rupee 1 coins is 80. So in this way we completed the question number 15. Now come to the question number 16. Here question number 16 is the organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100. So each winner gets rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. So each participant who does not win will get rupees 25. The cost of the prize money distributed is 3,000. The total prize which distributed among the winners and who did not win is total is rupees 3,000. Find the number of winners. We have to find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. The total participant is 63. So first of all, we consider the number of winners is x. So we write here solution number 16. Let the number of winners be x. Therefore, number of participants who did not win is equal to here total number of participant is 63. So if we subtract the total number of winner from 63, we will get the number of participants who did not win, means 63 minus x. Now the total, so now what happened? Now money, we write here total money. Therefore, or you can say that total money given to winners is equal to. So first of all, number of winners x and each winner gets rupees 100. So x into 100. After that, total money given to participant who did not win is equal to first of all 25. Here rupees 25 for each participant who did not win. 25 into number of participants who did not win means 63 minus x. So according to condition, so if we add the total money given to winners and the total money given to participant who did not win, we will get the total cost of prize money distributed, which is nothing but 3000. So we write here x into 100 means this value plus 25 into 63 minus x is equal to 3000. So here 3000. Now x into 100, 100x plus, first of all we multiply 25 into 63. So here we can write here 25 into 63. 3 5s are 15, 1 is carry, 3 2s are 6 and 1 7, extra 0, 6 5s are 30, 3 is here, 6 2s are 12 and 3 15. So we will get here 1 5 7 5. Now we multiply 25 into x, means minus sign as it is, 25 into x, 25 x is equal to 3000. So now 100x minus 25x is nothing but 75x, and this value is transposed to the RHS, so it become minus, we will get 3000 minus 1575. This is the simple calculation. Here we will get 1425. So 75x. 75x is equal to 1425. Now 75 is multiplying. When it is transposed, it become divide. So x is equal to 1425 upon 75. So this is simple calculation. First of all, we can divide each by 5. So here 5 ones are 5, 2 is remaining, it become 25, 5 is 25. Here 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, 4 is remaining, it become 42. 5 8s are 42 is remaining, it become 25, and after that 5 5s are 25. Now it is so simple. Here again you can divide it by 5. So here 285 upon 15. You are directly divide by 15 or 5 and then 3. So here 5 3s are 15. Here 5 5s are 20. 5 3 remaining, it become 35. It become 35 and 5 7s are 35. So finally here 3 1s are 3 and 3 1s are here also 3, 2 remaining, it become 27, 3 9s are 27, or directly we can write 15 1s are 15 and 15 19s are. So the value x is equal to 19. X is equal to 19, and finally we write here thus the number of, or the required number of winners is equal to 19. So in this way we completed question number 16. So after that, in exercise 2.2 only 16 questions are there. So we completed all the 16 questions of exercise 2.2. Thank you.